This is how you make lit shirts.
Perfect.
What's going on, Senpai Nation? Welcome back to the channel. It is me, your boy CJ Senpai, and as you can see, I do not have headphones on because I'm not doing a reaction video today. But this video will be kind of more informational and kind of helpful to some of you who are looking just to do a side hustle, or maybe be entrepreneur, start your own little business, or whatever. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm actually going to explain to you guys how I make my shirts, how I get graphic t-shirts, and I sell them online, all these things. I'll show you exactly the process of me making your shirt, and kind of just give you guys the technicalities of what it takes to make a shirt. So without further ado, man, let's just jump right into it. So obviously, let me start off with the tools you'll need. So the tools you'll need one, scissors. Scissors, very simple. It's to cut out your design, right? Now, I'm going to do a fairly simple design now. I'll show you later in the video on how complex this could probably get, but for the most part, you just need a pair of scissors. Next thing you'll need your printer. And then after your printer, you're going to need your heat transfer paper. Now there's going to be a big rule I'm going to explain between the heat transfer paper and your printer, because that's very, very, very important, and you're going to need to know that. Last but not least, you're going to need an iron. So I know some of you see right now behind me that I have a heat press, okay? And you don't need a heat press simply because this thing's like 300 bucks, and I understand, times are getting kind of tough. Some people are getting furloughed from jobs, unemployment's kind of high. You probably won't have the money to invest into that machine. If you can get that machine, sweet. If not, it's fine. You can literally use your at-home iron to iron on your designs. Now, back to the transfer paper and the printer, okay? Because before I get all technical, I gotta explain, some little tricks to you guys, okay? So there's two types of transfer paper, okay? There's light transfer paper and there's dark transfer paper. Now, the difference between these two is simple. It's literally in the name. Dark transfer paper is used for dark colored fabrics like black, navy blue, all these dark colored images. And light's for light colored, so your neons, your whites, your really bright popping colors, that's what that's for. Now, to explain light transfer paper and how you use light transfer paper is that you have to mirror your image before you press it, okay? So you have to mirror your image on this shirt. So simply what that means is that on your computer, before you print it on this shirt, you need to mirror it in your software or Microsoft Word or Google Docs, wherever you're printing from. Print that image, because when you press onto the shirt, right, this glossy side right here, this is the front of the paper. This back side is the back. So simply, you just need to mirror it. So when you press it down, this glossy side is going to be faced down. So your image needs to be flipped the other way. Dark transfer paper is pretty simple, right? There's a piece of film right here on the dark transfer paper, and when it prints, it's just going to print on that top film, and then you just peel off the top film, cut around it, and then you're good. You can place it onto your dark colored fabrics. Now, these two things right here, okay, your printer and your heat transfer paper, they kind of have to correlate, okay, because I have a laser heat transfer paper. So what that means is that with laser heat transfer paper, that's only going to work on laser printers. Let me say that again. Laser heat transfer paper is only going to work on laser printers. So if you have an inkjet printer, you cannot use laser transfer paper on your inkjet printer. You have to use inkjet heat transfer paper. And that's pretty much it, because if you do that, your designs will look very faded. They might run a little bit, and you need to be very, very careful with that. So if you can get a laser printer, then use laser heat transfer paper. If you have an inkjet printer, use inkjet heat transfer paper. Literally, the quality is the same. It's just the way the printer programs the paper. I don't get all the technical stuff about it, but I tried it. No. I do know that inkjet paper is cheaper than laser paper, but the quality is still the same, so you're good, more or less. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and get ready to jump into making an actual shirt. I'm actually about to make an order right now for a customer, so this would be really, really good. So I'll see y'all over. Alright, what's up everybody? As you can see, I got my image pulled up here. I have my Ultimate Uchiha designs getting ready to go on a sweater. Now right now I'm in a software called Sign Master. Sorry if I'm shaking a little bit because I got holding my camera by hand. But as you can see, I got my design pulled up, and I'm in a software called SignMaster. You don't need this software. It's like $100 software. Just because I can build designs from scratch. You don't have to get this. You can literally use Google Docs, Microsoft Word to print your images, because that's what I'm basically doing right now, is just printing this image. And like I said, I'm printing on dark transfer paper, so I don't need to mirror this image. All I have to do is just print it out on the dark transfer paper just as it is, and everything, and cut it out, and everything should be just fine. Now let's go ahead and get ready and do that. Bang, ready? And here we have it. There's that ultimate Uchiha design. Sorry, let me back up a little bit. And there we go. Just print it out just fine, like I said, on dark transfer paper. And all the thing that's left, man, is to cut this thing out and get ready to place it on a shirt. Alright guys, so I got my image lined up on my shirt, on my sweater. Sorry that this was going on. So one quick pro tip for you guys. When you get ready to line your shirt up on your, your design up on your sweater, fold it in half at the tag, right? So here's the tag in the center. Fold the shirt in half and iron it, okay? Once you do that, you'll have a perfect little seam up the middle, and what that'll do is that'll be your, the identification that, hey, this is the center of the shirt. This is where I want the design to be. That's just a little tip for you guys to help you guys out, centering your shirts, making sure they look nice, good, and clean. But man, look at that design, dude. Isn't that like great? Look at that. That was a dope design, man. It's actually one of my favorite sweaters. So, like I said, so now I'm getting ready to use my heat press. The transfer paper, by the way, it has a temperature setting. That's for heat presses, but irons, you're fine, right? If you got an iron, all you have to do is just turn your iron to the hottest setting possible, and then just iron the design right on. But what you're going to need before you put that on, before you press that down or add any heat, you're going to want to get a piece of paper, regular paper or film or whatever, and you're going to want to place it over the design before you print it, before you press it, you add any heat. Because if you try to press it like, straight onto the design's kind of going to melt. It's going to get all over your heat press, all over your iron, and that can mess up your future designs. So this is just what you're going to want to do right here. Now, so let me go ahead and press this. So this says, this calls to be pressed for 35 seconds, but I'm going to do it for 35 seconds. Same thing for you guys. You got your iron, you're going to iron it heavy pressure for 30. Alrighty, I just pressed it. It's all done. Let's check out the work. Bang. Look at that. Ooh. Man, that was sick, wasn't it? So there you go. And there's your... So there you go. There's your design. It's pressed on. Nice and deep in. And that's it. That's literally it. That's simple. So I'll show you over here. This is my vinyl cutter here. Right, guys? And pretty much what this is going to help me do is that with this more complex design, like this design right here that I'm getting ready to make, this is going to help me cut this out more accurately, right? So look at the difference in these designs, right? So look at all this, there's little holes and, that fine detail I got to cut around versus this one. All I had to do was cut in a box. So obviously, if you're just going to be using a pair of scissors, you're going to have to use simple designs such as this and cut it out in pretty bland shapes, because trying to cut scissors with this design is going to be extremely hard. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned a lot, and literally you can get started next week with your own shirts. And obviously the quality is very good, as you can see. We got it done. I'm actually getting ready to send this to a girl in North Carolina. She just bought this, so shout out to you if you see this video. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'll be dropping weekly videos, whether it be anime based or content growth or business growth or whatever, I'll be dropping it all, you know, to like give you guys the full insight on everything that's going on, so you can apply this and add value to your own lives. You know, Senpai Nation, we ain't about just feeding ourselves, man. We trying to feed everybody. So definitely stick around, guys. Turn on those notifications and ride with the Senpai Nation, man. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Senpai Nation LLC on Instagram, Official Senpai Nation on Facebook. We just hit 1.6K likes on that page, so the community is growing, dude. We're doing something good. And our TikTok as well. I'll be uploading to TikTok. I've been having so much fun on TikTok. So TikTok is Senpai Nation LLC. Now, of course, if you guys have seen other videos on this channel, you do know I do a merch shout out. So I got my panda hat on in this video. I didn't use the heat press. I used an embroidery machine. Excuse me. This is embroidered in. And yeah, I do merch. We sell merch, and everything you guys buy definitely helps and supports the channel. And I really do appreciate it. You know, it helps me keep growing, helps me be able to just keep feeding information out to you guys, entertaining you guys. So definitely hop over to the website. It'll be the first link in the description down below. Copy you some merchandise. Without further ado, man, I'm CJ Senpai, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Boom!